Alright, I wonder if there's a Staples around here. You know, I thought she was going to tell me that her cat died. I was prepared to cry about her cat. And then I'm trying not to cry about her. I mean, New York without Joan is just... I can't even imagine it. She'll probably be fine, though. I love that line about having a 20% chance of being cured. And how a friend of hers said, would you go on a plane that had a 20% chance of crashing? No, of course not. It was hard to get through, though. She does put up quite a wall of words. I mean, it's not easy to get through. Get through to her and really express something that's from the heart. I guess from the heart is the right word. I don't know. It's not like she's being disingenuous when she speaks. It's just she has such a formal, old-fashioned style of speaking. And it's very controlled, and I guess she had told a lot of people before me. And so she had said the words, I have cancer, a lot. That used to be a great place to sit and people watch. Now it's all sit down. Oh my god, look at all these people. This is going to be really annoying. I guess I'll go this way. I think there's a Staples down here. I don't want to be the last leaf on the tree. What is that? What is that supposed to do? I mean, it's like she's in the position of having to reassure the people that she tells that she has cancer, make them feel okay about it, because not only does she have to deal with her own self falling apart, but she has to deal with other people falling apart at the news of her falling apart. And so, yeah, I'm supposed to be looking for something. Oh, this is all this crappy. It's like a mall here now. It's so awful. You can't even move in a straight line. Okay, yeah. It's like blockades. It's smart she's not looking at those x-rays. Another smoker. I remember thinking when she had that cough when we saw her. She's always has some kind of cough. But this cough sounded different. And she did say she had the flu, and then that flu didn't go away, and then she lost her appetite. So she got herself checked out. I have cancer. That was the one. I could hear it in her, the way she said it. That every time she says it, it doesn't get any easier. What is this craziness? 5 cars in the middle. Of course, sometimes I'm that driver too. All right, now is there a Staples down there? I think there is.
Walk away. That was right, walk away. It's a compromise. Look, They'll suck it up, or they'll move on. Just walk away. I understand the thing about not telling everybody, but I'm not everybody. You two are having a goddamn baby. A phone call would have been good. I was listening. This was not one of those times. Clear. It's totally clear. Move forward. The thing is, it could be an out. When they told me they were having a baby, I felt a bit out. I felt a bit pushed out. But now maybe it's an escape hatch. I was pissed before, but must admit, not so pissed anymore. Now it could work to my advantage.
Yo, everybody's mad.
I am certain that this is an out. Get started. I can learn. Yet. I'm looking at this positively now. I was pissed before. I felt like you two were a family now. Now I'm looking at it positively, and you two are a family now. And I have an out. Which is kind of cool, because I said from the start, no babies, no marriage. I really meant it. We dodged that bullet, bro. What do I feel happiest about? What makes me feel most loved? What could I feel? Into a tunnel, and then out of the tunnel. An unconscious mind. And again, think of your successful self. Will improve. And confident. 100% sure. Awesome. You stupid, useless person. I wish my own plan didn't include having myself relegated to the past, but look up. Just by using your mind. Bright. Walk tall. Solid foundation. Should be coming from the right-hand side. From the left. Operating machinery. When you can relax completely.
In Hannah Arendt's book, she talks about totalitarianism as being this system in which people's minds are taken over by the government. Sounds weird to say that, but their minds are taken over through fear and terror, and it penetrates everything that they do, and it doesn't really matter who you are, what your job is, or anything like that. Everybody's subject to the same fears and terrors, and that's where the phrase of the masses comes from, which I never knew before, the undifferentiated classless mass, because everyone's basically motivated by fear. I think in our society here, then it's kind of the same but different. Everyone's motivated by consuming. And one of the things I like about this place here and where I am now is that there's very few like advertisements, and the signs for the stores and things are small, and it's more human scale. So I must have been walking south because I was walking towards the sun, but now I'm going to turn and walk east once the light changes. I guess I can go anyway. So I'm going to walk over here. And there's a guy coming towards me wearing jeans and a kind of a sweater and talking on the phone, and I wonder what he does. I pass people like that, and maybe they have very interesting lives, and maybe they have maybe they look interesting but they really have boring jobs, or maybe they're criminals, or who knows what. You just don't know. Now I'm walking in the shade here, and it's a guy coming towards me wearing what looks like a sport coat and shorts and tennis shoes with no socks. And it's kind of strange for a cold day like this. Now there's a guy with a yellow fleece jacket and baggy pants, and it looks like he's a delivery guy for some store. And then I wonder how people like that get by in the city. Where do they live, and how do they possibly make enough money to live here, and what kind of lives do they have when they're not at work? And it's always a mystery to me. I just don't understand it. And I'm looking over to the right now, and there's a I'm going to stop here for a minute because the traffic, but there's a building with the iron fire escape going down from each floor down to the street level. I think those fire escapes were put in place after there was some fires in New York City in about 1900, where large numbers of people were trapped in buildings and died in the fire because there was no fire escape. So the city was filled with these fire escapes that were added on the outside of buildings, so that everybody had access to the outside and could get out if there was a fire. And it just sort of shows how you have to have a government that looks after people. And you can't have housing that people get burnt alive in because they can't get out, or factories that they get burnt alive and you can't get out.